Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Eileen. It is May 26th and I am prepping my craft room for the packers because they are, yes, going to pack all my items, but I want it to be easy for me. So when I get to the other side to the new house, it'll be a little less chaotic. And that meaning like these containers here, I do not want them to remove it from the holder. And this is like the Dollar Tree nail polish holder. And I put all my Nuvo drops and stuff, my stickles on that holder. And I just wrap it so that they know to wrap it as one item. Do not unwrap the plastics from it. And then they'll wrap it and put it in a box. And when I take it out, it'll be easy. I won't have to find each individual stickles and Nuvo drops and put them back into my holder. The other thing is, when they go to pack my things, they will not pack glue stuff like this, like E6000, or these things here that are open. They will not pack it. So I'm going to just eliminate that headache and pre-pack that for myself, put it in a box for myself, and that will go in my car with me. So pretty much flammable things I will take with me. I will be taking my Cricut and you know, just a few items that they will not pack, or I know that they don't care to pack carefully. So the rest of the room I'll secure. I'm going to use some plastic wrap right here and secure these lids. I've already put clear tape on them so that when they go to handle them, they're not falling off. And it's plastic, so it's okay. They can wrap those up and put them in the boxes. The other thing is these containers, they don't stay on, the lids don't stay on them. So I went ahead and just kept them stacked and wrapped those in plastic wrap so that when they go to pick it up, it will not spill out. So there's less chance of it having an accident. So easy. And then when I get to the other side, I just pull off their wrapping paper and my plastic and it'll be good to go. So the same thing I did with these items here. They're taped and they won't come off. This shelf used to be up here on the top, like way up here. I brought it down and I put all my cups and mugs that I received as gifts, put them down here so they see it, and then they can take the time to wrap them together and secure that for me. The other thing is, there is this organizer that I made for myself, and it was sitting on a Lazy Susan so that it would spin. This one, they destroyed it. So I will be making another one once I get to the other side, but I will take this apart because look, it's cracked and I just used tape right there. See if I can show it to you better. Sorry for the video, but I'm holding it in my hands so to record this. I put little clear tape here because it's cracked, and at the time I just was too lazy. I didn't want to remake the whole thing, so I used what I had. And the way I added this to the Lazy Susan, I just used the hot glue. So that's another thing, is the hot glue will come off easily in case it breaks. And this is just really, really easy to remake. These are the Dollar Tree vegetable trays. They sell in the party section. And this one in particular has 4 sections, and I just bought 3 of them. And in between there, I have these oatmeal cardboard tube containers. It used to have oatmeal. And so to make this happen, I used my hot glue gun when I first came up with this concept. I just used the hot glue gun to melt the plastic so that the center right here, the dipping section right here, there's usually like a little dip, a bowl here. I took it out so that I could use the container itself, the cardboard container itself, as another tool organizer. But most part, this had held like tape, you know, all this here, foam tape and the little magnets. It's just made it easier for me to reach for some double-sided tape, stuff like that. And then like all these little extra tapes that, you know, that I needed. And then at the bottom, I was just throwing like foam and all the, what are those, foam circles, whatever, stickers. And then these, every time I cut out foam, I would just throw them onto my tray, and it just ended up looking like trash. So I might change that up at the other side. And I don't know about you guys, but it's hard for me to get rid of foam. I mean, because every kind of size, you know, matters. It helps, and you don't have to waste. So I just reach for these cutoffs that I get after die cutting, and I just make them into like rectangles or squares, whatever, usable sizes. And I'm sticking it in this container with my double stick tape, foam tape. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Also, I hauled these containers from Dollar Tree. I went ahead and took apart some of my display that I had in my room. These are fragile, so I figured let me put it in this Tupperware container, and at least it's secure. And they can pack this, you know, wrap it up and pack it. I also grabbed all my pens that I had on display and at the reach on my table, and I put them in this tub here. This one has all my tools, my punches, my scissors, my pokey tools, all that good stuff. And then this one has like my paint brushes, foam brushes, like extra empty containers for like mixing tape. And this one just has random table accessories that I had on my desk. So this works out. It has a good, you know, containment, I guess, if you lack of better words. And yeah, they'll wrap these containers up and then load them into the boxes, and it'll be so much easier when I get to the other house. Here I had my dishes that I use when I was die cutting and stuff like that. Those are all like majority Dollar Tree dishes, and I just use it there. It's easy to grab. And see my mermaid tails right back there. I didn't even get to display it here because we weren't here very long, so they were just basically stuck back there. And at least when the packer, you know, comes to wrap all this up, it'll be organized. It'll be all in the same container. And then I emptied out those shelves back here. So those things, I had painting items in there and some embellishments. So now they're here in another Dollar Tree food container. I put the flowers in there. Here's more flowers. And those were like a haul from Louisa and seam binding stuff. And then these are my rosettes and my cupcake liners. And I love how these are contained, and they're very easy to access. And you see how they stack. They're very nice and stackable. So that'll be easier for me to reach for them when I get organized at the other house. These are items that I ordered at, I shared in hauls, but I'm keeping them in their original boxes so that once I get over the, you know, so it'll prevent breakage mainly. Yeah, so these are the marshmallow cups. This is the other set that I bought. It's just a different vendor. Yeah, I also have some outgoing mail that I gotta take care of. As far as the bins, the big bins that I bought from Dollar General, I didn't get to show it to you on the haul, but they're huge. And this is what I've got. These are the items that I've purchased from Dollar Tree, and they were like meant for altering and gifting and stuff that's easy to reach for, you know, when we want to do some projects. It just makes my life a little easier. And I think this bin is ready to go. I might just put a few more items in there just so that nothing shifts. And I've learned through the many, many moves that we've done that even with containers that look like this, the plastic containers and the items that are in there, as long as you're laying things in there properly, and if they're fragile, wrap it and keep them wrapped. If your bin is secured, meaning it's full where the items will not shift, things will less likely break in the container. Yeah, so yeah, maybe a few more items can go in here, and then I can put some put the lid on this and then have the packers add some paper to the top of this container and then secure it with some packing tape. And that really secures my containers, and I have less broken items packing my things this way. So it doesn't look organized, but trust me, it is. As far as my plastic containers there with the beads and charms and stuff, I'm just going to pick up some plastic wrap, more plastic wrap. Plastic wrap is my best friend as far as moving. It helps to keep containers closed. And if some things spill out, they tend to stick to the plastic wrap. So they don't go very far. So it makes it clean up a little easier too. Let me see. I'm sorry for the jumbling and moving around, but yeah. These boxes are for mailing. So these bins right here, they're pretty secure. They literally just take these bins and they put it in boxes that fit the container, and nothing breaks in them. So a lot of them are my paper collections or Christmas items. Like I love Christmas knickknacks and stuff. So those things, I like to do Happy Mail, and I reach for those things and add them to it. These are all like paper collections, and they just stay in that same bin. And then this one is Easter, but I was thinking I could put this in a different container, like in one of the other totes right here, so I can add more things into the tote. And then I have another paper collection that I need to put away, so this would be better used for paper collection rather than Easter items, which could probably go in a different bin. So yeah, I'm nowhere near done, but these things, if it's paper, it's going to get wrapped in plastic. So this one came from the other side of my room, that shelf that I took down. I plastic wrapped it. So these are the two embellishment bookshelves from Gabby and Brandy. They had gifted them to me for my birthday 2 years ago. So if it's paper, I will wrap them in plastic. As you see, some of the items are still in plastic. And then that will secure those items, and they will go ahead and wrap them in paper and put them all up in there in the boxes. As far as my little Chamarita girls, I will wrap those up in plastic also. Also the dress form up there that I got from Kat. Just plastic wrap helps a lot. And this one here I made with Wandy, who's Wandy Sweets. I'm going to put that in one of my other bins. I've got all my silicone molds and cookie candy molds here finally in one place. So I'll secure all of that with plastic wrap. And I still have a few more items here that I want to wrap up and keep secure. Those are from Louisa when we did our Christmas swap. So yeah, and then the rest of the things on the wall, they're going to have to come down, and I will put all my stuff away. Yeah, I'm watching Top Gun. Yeah, it's coming down to it, guys. I just got a few more projects to finish up with my Cricut, and then I'm going to box these up in the original boxes along with my laminating machine, my tripod that will go with me. That laminator will go with the packers. I still have some down here. I usually wrap my paper pads that are in those drawers. I will secure it with plastic wrap. Also, just like the way I secured the glue here, I'll wrap those paper pads so that there's no shifting of paper pads or damaging of my papers. And that just goes right back into the drawer, and they will box those up for me. It looks like a lot. It does look like a lot. It is a lot. But the process that I'm doing is pretty easy. So see, there's another bin right there. And then I have two more smaller bins for the shelf up there. And then those will just get packed by the packers. That's all. I don't really care for they won't really damage anything in that. So those bins you see in there, they're secure and ready to go. I got to bag those trims, and then everything else should be good. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to come on here and share with you what I'm doing. I will, now that I'm thinking about it, eliminate that little tray thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. It doesn't do justice for what I'm trying to do on my table. It's actually taking up more space than it needs to. So that will go bye-bye. All right, guys, I'll see you all on the next video, and hopefully the next time you see me, the room will be wrapped with my plastic wraps. All those traveler's notebooks that you see over here, all those back there, these will all get plastic wrapped inside the baskets. They will stay the way they are, and then the packers can load them into boxes. I am out of breath. Sewing machine will go in the original box that I still have. All right, that's it. That's it for reals. I'll see you all on the next video. If you're new here, please subscribe, join the family, hit the notification bell so you know when I put another new video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Thanks for watching.